smashing the asteroid known as an NFL quandary, a question. What's going on? Huge game this week, my friend. Lions, undefeated Vikings in Minnesota. On Monday, we talked about this Lions offense being even better than the top 5. They're better than last year. Why am I right? And what is the biggest difference that you're seeing on tape? And you know the Lions better than everybody.
Yeah, I think a huge part of it is that guy you just mentioned, Jameson Williams. He's taken a huge jump this year, and it's made this offense so much more explosive than it was a year ago. He's leading the league, averaging 22.8 yards per catch. That's 5 more than the next closest player. And the Lions as a whole have the 4th best passing offense with the 4th fewest passing attempts. So that's maximum efficiency. It's the play action play design from Ben Johnson that's elite. And Jared Goff is operating this thing at the highest level. Let's check out some of this tape here. Go back to that Cowboys game. There's Amon-Ra and Jameson with tight splits up there at the top of the screen. And even though Amon-Ra isn't filling up the stat sheet the way he did last year, he's still having a huge impact. You'll see he goes in motion here. He draws that nickel and man coverage. Everybody else is playing cover 3. So you're basically taking a man away from everybody else. They're going to clear out with verticals at the bottom of the screen and run Jameson on a crosser, on a shallow cross. And look at this. That gets him matched up on a linebacker. Goff sees it right away. He's going to get this ball out, just put it in space, let Jameson run to it, and then accelerate upfield for a 25-yard gain. Huge play on a short completion. We love to see that. And then let's go back to that Monday night Seahawks game where they were just on fire. Again, Amon-Ra at the top of the screen. He's going to go in motion. More play action that we're going to see from Detroit. Amon-Ra's going to run a post. Okay. You got deep crossers from Laporta and Jameson Williams. You see the play action draw those linebackers up. Tariq Woolen's in a bind here with 2 crossers coming into his zone. Jared Goff is going to anticipate it. Watch when he's releasing this ball. That ball is out of Goff's hand, and Laporta and Jameson haven't even crossed yet. That is peak confidence, peak execution from Jared Goff, and Williams is able to take this thing all the way in for the score. Goff is leading the league in yards off of play action, 155 more than the next closest guy, and the Lions have played 1 fewer game than most teams because they already had their bye. It's unbelievable. I know this Vikings defense has been really good this year, but they haven't seen an offense like this. I think the Lions get the win. I do.
You do?
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at like DVOA, you look at all things, Vikings defense is crazy good. I feel like this is going to be a Montgomery game. This is going to be a run-heavy situation. I would think that the Lions try to employ.
And the Lions do. They love to pound the rock, and that's what kind of helps set up this play action and make it so efficient. But I do think the Vikings, as you mentioned when you were going through Jameson, like as good as their defense has been, they've been susceptible to some wide receivers this year to giving up some big plays. So I do think there are going to be those opportunities for Jameson.
It is incredible that Gibbs and Montgomery both like top rushers in the top 25, well in, both getting their volume and helping out, like you're saying, with play action and loving all of that. Who has the momentum, though? Because you got the Lions coming off. Like, you took the Cowboys and you, like, dunked them, right? And then you have an undefeated Viking squad. They're playing at home. I don't know who. I think momentum is important in this one because everything matters in a divisional game. I don't know who has it. I don't know how to pick this game.
It's a good question. Coming off the bye for the Vikings, you wonder if that was, you don't want to have a bye when you're rolling like that at 5-0. I also love what Ben Johnson said this week. They were asking about running all the trick plays already. He's like, I got plenty more in the bag. I'm not worried about what we're showing on tape because we have a lot of things we can throw at you. So I think we're going to see even more wrinkles this week.
Did you see this Crosby bite?
Yes, I did.
I mean, the last thing we want to do, because we know he loves the Raiders. We know he's got allegiance and he's got the tattoo. But the way he answered that question, it left a door open, you know?
Yeah, that was for the first time, really, because he's kind of been adamant, like, I'm a Raider for life, all that. But, like, that was the first time we saw a little crack in the door.
I'm not going to say anything about it. Devontae Adams might have something to say about it after they beat the Steelers on Sunday night. We're going to keep it in the NFC North. What do you guys think of this game? Let us know. Hammer, great job by you. Thanks for pointing out everything the offense is doing, and we'll see what the defense can do to, what did Luke say, make sacks happen?